softly, speak roughly, speak kindly, speak passionately. Speak like you were about to explode. Explode. Explow your way to higher dimensions, where things like anger and hate do not guide, but haunt you. Because you know their power. You've seen it in so many forms, and you know there's a little bit more to living than dying, and to be perfectly blunt, I ain't afraid of life. I'm afraid of death. Just going up like smoke into the abyss, and I don't know why, but it makes it a bit harder to be alive. But it's kind of harmonic. Not because it's perfect, but because it's not. Because it's imperfection, though it can break me, it makes me see. Without the chaos, without the lows, well, you just wouldn't be here at all. Because it takes a supernova to truly blossom our human soul, DNA, consciousness, and possibility. Those are the ingredients to a spear that carves its very being into the bark of life. Time? Well, time is only real when we are here to observe it, to measure change, to split up cycles into sections called years and days. Now, I'm not here to tell you anything you don't want to know. If you already know it, then maybe another perspective will shed new light. Maybe I don't know anything at all, but I believe that the black holes in our minds don't define us. They beckon some light deep within their grip. And someday when we see the mechanisms that work in the cosmos from a more infinitely complex yet simple understanding, well, fuck it. We'll be alright. Just as much as we're fucked, we'll be unloved. Just as much as we hate, we'll run towards the goal. Just as much as we fear our fate. Free will is a funny thing. Oh, that fucking is. Because until you realize you have it, it may as well be a tree to the wind. Something brushed past without a pause of thought. Yet when you see it, it becomes yours. When we see the universe, we see ourselves in a whole new light. Lighten up. It's time. Yours. TikTok your way up the block in mismatched socks and fucking rock your big old smile. It's been getting a little rusty sitting in the shed. Shred your worry of others' judgments. They won't set you free. Only you can do that. Is there something in your life that's missing? A rock you're meant to be skipping, if only to see how far it skips. There's a lot of ways to be in this world. You could be the rock, skipping, skidding the water, flipping, dipping down, and creating ripples all the way. One could be the ripple, riding with the wave, going with the flow, passing on the energy of the stone. Or you could be the hand, who throws rocks and makes ripples, who takes shots, fails, then triples his offerings until one skippity then stops. The mind runs up the clock, counts to 10, remembers again that humans can only understand the universe based on their relation to it. But I dare you to look again, from the perspective of nothing and everything all at once. And until you've experienced what that means, you'll be caught up in a trance, a delusion of life, within a box inside a box, like a Russian doll, rushing through life, checking off tasks, doing your tasks, trapped in unchosen tracks, when you were meant to be roaming freely. You may breathe and speak, but working to retire and grow weary and tired, that's not living. So when I say time does not exist, you already know that's true. There's only ever been now, and change is the medium we're passing through. So if anything were possible, how would you get there? Remember, you're a mortal cosmic engineer on a speck of dust. What will you create? What will you make for others to build upon?
If all of humanity is a symphony, how does your instrument sound? How can you collaborate with the other artists of human life to create something everlasting in the tapestry of ever-changing energy? Simpler terms, when you reach the last note, what do you want your song to have sung?